to remain so. If you are outside the Spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwukika Abiyama himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Iyke, Iyke, Iyke.
Only say Sing it out. Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. Never lose hope. Your blessings are on the way. Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. The miracle is on the way. Yeah, it's on the way. No matter your condition, no matter your challenges, never give up. No matter your situation, no matter the calamity, never give up. He's the God of the last minute miracle. 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 Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. Never lose hope. Your blessings are on the way. Don't give up. Your miracle is on the way. Jump. I say you do it.
Before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world by none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Nnamdi Kanu, kwara namo, Radio Biafra, kwara namo, kwara namo,
I Kwareno Kondo tell the world today is December 2nd, 2020. This is a Radio Biafra, USA 2. I say hello to all of you, my brothers. Then Cross River in Kwaibom, I want all of you to join me on this program. Give me a call anytime you're ready, but before we proceed, let me go over some of the clips that somebody sent me a clip that was very interesting, and I listened to that young man, and honestly, I think it's worth airing on my program. He said a few things that I need you to listen to very carefully, very attentively, and think. You know, he gave us food for thought. I listened to him, and I actually loved what he said, and I think I marked it as one of the ones I was going to use on my program today. Unfortunately, I was not able to get his real name, and if he is there listening to this program, I want him to call the station, call me, tell me your name, because you had a very interesting topic, something you spoke about. So I want you all to listen to him, listen attentively. When we are going to call, say what you think about what he has said, because he made his point, and his points are very, very clear to me. I don't have any objection to whatever he said. He said something that I think I should say too myself. So I agree with him completely. So let's listen to him.
Hi guys. One, yeah. So you see,
first of all, I think I said I didn't know his name. His name is Charles Eze. That's the name.
For whatever actions you want to take in life to address whatever it is you're going through, whatever physical action you want to take to address your emotional feelings, endeavor to consider the consequence of whichever actions you want to take. There are physical consequences, and there are, non-physical physical consequences in every action. And so let me say this, yeah. Have you been able to manage the lowest group of people? At least, have you been a director of a group of 5 people before? They are directly answerable to you, and you manage at least 5 group of staffs. Have you run such company before? When you run such company that you manage at least 5 or 6 or 10 group of people, then you will have a first-hand test of managerial position. Then you can understand how people reason. Now, the way those 5 people cannot reason to the same pedigree. So, whatever, sometimes you want to be doing good thing to them, but the way one of them or 2 of them will be processing it is quite different from how others will process it. It might be quite different from how you see it entirely. So, IPOB is comprising of millions of people. And so whatever decision you take, hi, you alright?
Yeah, good man, good.
Yeah, you're good.
Working.
Yeah. So whatever decision you take in discharging your duties or as a member of IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi, you must, before you take those rational or irrational steps, you must make sure you know you're contending with millions of people. And the millions of people you're contending with, whatever decision you're making, you could make a good decision, but the way they process it is quite different. The people process information differently. And if you are someone who wants to take a rational decision, endeavor to expect backlashes from millions of people who's going to approach you differently. Those millions of people, remember, they confer on you a certain degree of leadership. And they feel also that they are bosses in their own way of reasoning. Some of them are lawyers, highly intellectual individuals, and you must not think that these individuals, remember you have educated and non-educated amongst them. So you do not expect that whoever reasons the way reasons because of your irrational decision is entirely an idiot. No one's opinion sounds stupid to that person. And obviously you could try to strengthen that person in various ways, but if you take a rational decision as well in strengthening that person, it becomes reciprocated with irrational actions. So, while some of us keeps quiet to watch the dilemma, how it's unfolding and all of that, I implore every one of us to please understand that IPOB as a people is a movement of millions of people. And these millions of people are individually bosses on their own as long as their opinions are concerned. And they will express their opinion, and when you try to compress their opinions, you will not excel in it because they're going to explode. Remember, these people are people coming with several degrees of hopelessness, clinching upon a certain breath of fresh air, hoping. Because I've always said this, that it's better to be hopeful than to be hopeless. So you have millions of people contracted or compressed in poverty. They couldn't even make a shift. And here they are, seeing that glittering light at the end of the tunnel. And all of a sudden, it feels like, oh, it was a patience or waiting in futility over the years. Because a certain individual who they are looking up to for motivation and inspiration, and also to say, keep on waiting because the light is getting broader soon next. And their patience and effort is sort of looking like it's waiting in futility. So if you are somebody who takes such irrational steps without caution, considering the fact that your actions is tantamount to tearing down completely a labor or consciences which have been over the years trapped in ignorance and ill education, and they've been somehow somewhat seen a little bit of sense of reasoning inculcated in them, and they'll start stepping up with the way they see things. And all of a sudden, your actions seems to them that you are a threat to their existence or futuristic expectations. Endeavor to make sure that you can, take in all the backlashes, because that's going to be backlashes, and that backlashes will never sound or test the way you had anticipated. And it is foolishness to say nobody should say anything. People can talk, people can express their views, people can. If tomorrow, before I mount the podium to say IPOB leadership is stupid, is this, is that, is the other one, I must have prepared my mind to, accommodate millions of people who's going to have a backlash from me. But when you step up to a certain level of leadership, whether you're leading five group of people or whatever number it is, that is some sort of level of reasoning that you must have overcome. And that gives you that leadership quality. But if you take irrational decisions that distance you from that quality or that pedigree of a leader, then, to be honest, you must accept to condescend to that level that people whom you're leading will address you. So, in as much as I do not want to say too much concerning the issue of Ucheme 4, not resigned, because he's not resigned, as long as I know, except there is a paperwork he filed in to make his resignation official. I still feel that is decision to go to be tweeting or writing things that sounds challenging or threatening to the leadership or to IPOB entirely is still, as much as I can say, is still not the right way. So, and that's why he will have these backlashes and people air their opinion. It's entirely IPOB thing. So everyone in IPOB is entitled to their opinion. But if I will, in my own opinion, I think Uchemefo should tread with caution. He should tread with caution. He should put back the veil or put back the shoes of a leader and then see how these things will just water down. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Anyways, stay tuned. As long as I just say, let me trip in this because it looks like people. Listen, it is all right for everybody as long as this matter concerns you as an IPOB. If you want to air your view, it's entirely your opinion. But I want everyone to know that when you make irrational statements, if you make irrational decisions, you must expect backlash. Even the decisions that you're making or statements you're making towards somebody who has made an irrational statement or rational decisions will still have a reciprocation. It will still face with reciprocation. So we must always see these levels and approach it as it is. Approach it as it is, where millions of people, more than 50 million of people. And when somebody, it's like when a ship goes astray, we all will go after the ship to bring it back. When a certain ship decide to devour another ship, we all will go all out on that one to one, because this is a perilous time. This is a very, very sensitive period of our existence as long as IPOB quest is concerned. So whatever somebody wants us to do, maybe you disagreed or whatnot, you should apply caution. You should apply caution. Don't throw all out on the air. Leadership is leadership. If leaders cannot disagree, but when you disagree, at what level are you approaching it? And how are you considering these people who are so vulnerable? They don't, might be, because you are a leader, you might be seeing things on a higher scale, more than them. So when you want to do something, did you consider them, their vulnerability, their hopelessness, their inability to force or enforce anything without your consultations? This you must put into due consideration. And it is something that if I was in your shoe, Uchemefo, I would have done this differently. It will still give me the same result which you anticipate, but will not escalate or de-escalate or escalate as it is now. So I haven't said this. I'll rest my case now till I see you guys next time. Have a good day.
You see, after listening to this, Charles Eze, the feelings that I kept getting within me is that it's like he's reading a script that I wrote. Honestly, he's just saying it exactly the way I could have said it. It's a very simple thing. He said it all. Believe me sincerely, one by one, I'm listening. I started listening to it when I was driving. I was in the car and I pulled over on the side to really make sure I absorb what he's saying. It made quite a lot of sense. There are people out there who will criticize him. Fine, it's your opinion. That's what he said. You have the right to do what you want to do. But the point is that one thought keeps coming to my mind. I personally joined IPOB out of my own volition. Even the person that introduced me to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't force me to join IPOB. I kind of made me, he didn't force me to. He actually said I should listen to this person. He kept pushing and pushing and pushing. That's my younger brother. He kept pushing and pushing, and I said to him, you know what, I don't want to waste time with these people. He said, no, brother, just listen to this one. I know you, I know the way you feel about things. In fact, every day he keeps saying, our late brother, our elder brother who passed on, he said, I wish my brother was alive to listen to this. Because that's a kind of, there's something in us, there's something very peculiar about the way we think. We are not best, we are not better than anybody. Don't misquote me, but you see, we think like rational thinking. There are things that, if you do things that I cannot do, I praise you. Even if you do the one that I can do, it's still something, it doesn't make any difference. Your opinion doesn't change my perception about you, to be honest. He pushed and pushed and pushed, and I started listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For me to get up and take an oath to become a member of IPOB is quite a serious thing. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. And I know the consequences of taking the oath. So, I used to make fun. I said, good luck Jonathan's wife. The time they were making caricature of the woman, and they said something happened. I think Boko Haram, when they said Boko Haram did something, and the person that she was in a position to help, and then the person came and said, you waka alone come, now you alone waka come. You see, now me alone waka enter IPOB. And then me alone go waka come out. So there's no point anybody trying to convince me about anything about. The truth is that, like my brother just said, everybody is entitled to his opinion. But when you're trying to do something, please look back and see the people that are coming behind you. We took an oath. We took an oath to become members of IPOB. I'm telling you honestly. People swear oaths. If you're my friend, no matter, I love every member of IPOB. Honestly speaking, anybody who is IPOB, I love you. But you know what? I won't jump with you when you jump. I would think of my oath is more consequential for me than anything else. No matter what you do, that oath that I took is more important for me. That is what is my background. That is what, I didn't take the oath with anybody. I did it on my own volition. I read it. And I said, oh yeah, this is the kind of thing I want. This thing will even give me a stronger ground. Even if somebody amongst us is erring on that oath, it's not me that is doing it. So I can never get any consequences. Don't come and tell me that this person did that, then I have to follow you. Mbano. If you're the only for the matter, jump. But I won't jump with you. Because I know the consequences of what it is. Some say, oh, people have done it before, nothing has happened to them. Yeah, right. Ask anybody. Take a glass of water today, swear to God that you will not do certain things and you do them. That water will kill you. Regular water that you drink, nothing in that, added in that water, but you have sworn an oath. Although easy. For people like me, so it doesn't really matter. I am not judging anybody. I'm definitely not, because it doesn't even matter even if I judge somebody. It doesn't change anything. You won't change my position. So I have no opinion that I can express publicly. Because somebody had called me, oh, the way you handled this in the first time, I loved it, but now you started going back. I said, listen, I didn't go back. You didn't even know the way I handled it anyway. You think, what you think that I handled. You don't know me. You don't know my mind. You don't know what's in my heart. I don't jump because other people are jumping. Like I said, like Jonathan's wife said, now you alone waka come. Yes. Now me alone waka come, and now me alone go waka come out. Any day where I don't like this thing. I'm not taking anybody with me. So let us be focused on our liberation, our independence, our what we are doing. That's where we are going. There is no freedom fighting organization in the world that those that I have read. I've not read too many books about freedom fighting because let me be honest with you, those kind of things don't interest me. I told you I'm a spiritual person. I'm more inclined to spiritual books. I read things about spirituality. And that is my life. That has been my life since I was a teenager. So it's so hard for anybody to push. I make decisions, and thank God I have not really made mistakes in my decisions. Honestly. It's the handiwork of Iyke. It's not me. I don't know how I do these things, but once my mind tells me to do something, I do it. I follow my mind. It's not by magic, it's not by anything. Your thought reflects what you are anyway. Whatever you wish yourself, that's what you get. If you keep on announcing to yourself that this person is bad, or that person is bad, everybody is bad to you, you keep on meeting bad people. Believe me sincerely. Because that's what you wish, indirectly wish yourself. So that's what you get. You can never get what you didn't put in. Garbage in, garbage out. That's what they say, Abi. Well, now when they do computer, they say when you put in garbage, what you get back is garbage. So what you put out in the world is what you get back. Definitely. Let's stop all this nonsense. It doesn't matter. When you're going to swear an oath about something, please be on your own. Make your own decision. Do not jump because somebody is jumping, you want to jump. So many stories come to me about people being removed in a group, WhatsApp group that people have belonged to, and just because somebody heard, oh, this person is no more, they take him out. You don't do that. The groups are not made for leaders. The groups are made for everybody. Whether you are a leader or not, you are IPOB, there's a group. You belong. As soon as something happens, somebody goes to the group and takes you off. Does that make any sense to anybody? These are the kind of things that he's talking about. Charles Iyke, I don't know him. I've never met him before. I don't even follow him. But what he said just touched me. I said, yes, this is the kind of thing that I like. Come out and say it the way it is. I want you to have it a motto. Na me alone waka come, and na me alone the waka go. That is it. That's what it is. There's no followership. I'm not following anybody particularly. We are following what our leader said something, and what he said, if it didn't resonate with me, I will not be part of this thing. I am telling you the truth. I will not. So far, he has not led us astray. They might have an internal squabble with themselves, but what has that got to do with me? Nothing. Oh, I am broadcasting on the radio. That doesn't make me anybody better than anybody. I'm telling you the truth. Soldier go, soldier come. There are people doing multiple videos that are very talented people that are out there who can do this thing that I'm doing even triple times better than I'm doing it. It doesn't mean anything to me. If they take the podium and they want to do it, fine. I know many people will do it, but I was never been a broadcaster in my life though. Courtesy of Uchema, for he taught me most of the things that I know in this thing I'm doing, honestly. I do it and I started doing it. People will know, people out there will know that the first day I sat down here, I almost peed on myself because I didn't know what to do. For the first time in my life, I got scared of the microphone. Microphone is something that I live with. I made my living out of microphone, singing in clubs and doing records and all that. But for the first time when I sat down on broadcasting, I was afraid, I was scared of the microphone because I was nervous. Today I'm doing it, you're like, oh, you are doing well. Yeah, I'm not doing well. Anybody can do the same thing. If I can transform from something I have never done before and do it to the world, anybody out there that has a good mind will do it. So let us focus on what we are doing. Our goal is Biafra. Biafra is our goal. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Na me alone waka come and na me alone go waka come out. That is what I'm saying. So news trending. Let me read something that I saw this morning and actually interested me. A general in the army. Oh boy, this thing will not open again. I don't know what's wrong with this. Each time I pick up something and I put it in Messenger and I want to open it, it doesn't open. Maybe I have to stop that. All right, this is a general that was one of the generals that commanded Boko Haram that went to war. They said he posted something on video. Let me just paraphrase it because I read the story. He was court-martialed and then found guilty. He's a Yoruba major general. and they reduced him in rank. I think he lost 3 years of his rank. What interested me most was that his orderly is a recruit that has no rank. So what would they do? They put him in prison 28 days with hard labor. Can you imagine that? And the army is supposed to be obey. You know, when you are given an order, you're supposed to obey it. This is an orderly to a general. And now they're charging the Oga, and then they're charging the orderly, whom cannot even say no to his Oga. He will stand straight, and the Oga is talking, say, yes, sir, sir. Yes, sir, sir. Now the Oga did something, and they did. Oga has rank now, so they bring the Oga down three levels on his rank. Then the recruit that has no rank, have to go and get 28 days in jail. How can this? What kind of justice? What kind of thing is this? I'm reading the thing here and I'm laughing to myself. The man that is the person that the court martial is general. Why are you involving his orderly? He is the general. He is the Oga of the orderly. The orderly cannot disobey him. The orderly disobeys him, he's going to be in trouble. Now he has obeyed him and he's in trouble. Which can you know? What do you people really want out of us? The general committed a crime. He has an orderly who is a recruit. They court-martialed him and they reduced him by 3 years. He lost his seniority for 3 years or 3 ranks below. I don't know. Now they went to the orderly. Orderly ain't no rank. He's a recruit. So the best way to do is, what can you reduce for him? Nothing. Just put him in prison for 28 days with hard labor for obeying his boss and doing something. He is the one that. But you are telling us that in the army, you go down there, they command, when they give you a command, you take the command. You do not you don't disobey. Now, the man obeyed and is in trouble. Isn't that something? This is Radio Biafra. I just got a clip. Let me see what it's about. What's this?
R.I.P. to Onitsha fire victims.
All right, this is the music that they just sent to me, so let me just add.
Oh na 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 na, oh na na na. To Lisa, show them love, show them love. Oh Lisa, show them love. Yolele munekwebe, show them love. Ibuka kubalon ne chado. Yakale na walio, tukuolisa do. Amalisa munekuneme, wakobalo ni chado. Yakanye na walio, walolololo. Onichani neno na kwao, I pray to you, Lord, Baba God to show them love. Almighty Father, show them love. If I follow no Kalia, I leave it to you, Lord. What is that you learn? I come on my demonagua. I can't go to the shadow. Yeah, what you know? What is that you learn? I come on my Kalia. What is that biko? They woke up in the morning looking for the daily bread. But where's the tongue over? What is that do? Lisa, show them love, show them love, Lisa, do, show them love, Yolele munekwebe, show them love, Ibuka kubalon ne chado, Yakale na walio, Lisa, do, Amalisa munekuneme, Wakubalon ne chado.
Lekwende madu bela fe kafale okuwelu jidefa we baliko ogenu na koka wana mu abe baba yakozubo wando solombe hey no matter neti one biko feel good amanu chendilo bu kafa we light you we to can no be go listen get me feel the good ala the chineke na kundilu no be boom boom olisa lekwemenu na ta fofo okubalongba fa na fofo akwalele kafaji na ba afage daddy biko basa fa akage onyo medu kulo wobolo go boom ndini lekogo no ge mecha bogi wiyo ina bata no basile kwaga onyo bula kulota oboga bicho bozo bobo koga ndioga echeta mbosi le ke bobo
Show them love, oh.
Only so do.
Show them love, oh.
Yelele mune kwebe.
Show them love, oh.
Ibuga kubalon ne chado. Yakale na walio. Only so do. Amalisa mune kuneme. Akubalon ne chado. Yakanye na walio. Lo. Onichani neno na kwao. Baba do it for them, oh, as you do it for me, yeah. Obinigwe show them love, oh. Baba God show them love. Oh, lo. Obuzoku kanye na bazi. Okubali airport to nowhere. Where me say beton the chado.
Okubala on the check and the matter no Biafra. Before believing all one the chile neko baka. Ofutabani will lick it was the Saka. But if you believe in God to book and make one of the Salaka, but watch a to go see where Melaya. Ezibo Madu to go get Melogia. Obo de Pelugo na Chuku Meloya. Open it to Pasobi na to go get Melogia. Don't breeze a beat.
All right, that's a good one. I love that one. I love it. Somebody just sent it to me. I said, let me just hear it and listen. Normally, I don't play things until I listen to it beforehand. So the story I was telling about this general that is reduced, his name is he's a court-martial convict general who complained of inadequate equipment to fight Boko Haram. Now they convicted him for going to social media. They found him guilty, and they reduced his rank by 3 ranks. And then they went to his orderly, who is a recruit that has no rank. So what did they do to him? They put him in jail for 28 days with hard labor for obeying his order. And these people are the ones that are telling us that the army, you take the last command. When they give you a command, you don't. So what has this got to do with what I'm trying to say? I am still telling all of you in the army, in the Nigerian army, in the Nigerian police, that you are stupid. All of you are foolish. You are just foolish people. Just stay there. The people are manipulating you. Either way, you are in trouble. You are not well paid. You are not well taken care of. If something happens to the man that's in charge of you, they punish you. You disobey him, they punish you. You obey him, they punish you. So what are you doing there? Why can't you people just come out one day? Because the people are commanding you, are giving you this control. There are very few of them. There are very, very few of them. It's like the kids, our young people that hit the street on NSAS. We saw what happened. You saw what happened to you. You are not going to stop what you are doing. Agitate for your freedom. I'm not advocating you should be violent. No, you were not. The same people that are the people robbing you and doing this, they created the violence. They created a situation that will make it look like you're violent. But that wouldn't mean you should go home. Because if you had continued with what you are doing by now, somebody out there will wake up and say, you know what? Tell us what you want. You shouted NSAS, the next announcement was we have ended SARS. That's not enough. You know they didn't end SARS. SARS was not created in a second, in a day. And by the way, according to news information, they were already disbanded over 4 years ago. So what are they still doing out there? For you to come in and say NSAS, and then they threaten your life and you go in. No, the world is watching. It's all over. It's all over the world. It's trending. This is the time for you to go out there and still make your demands. Non-violently. You are many. That according to record statistics, about 35% of people in Nigeria are youths. So what are you doing? 35%, even if you 10% if you hit the street, no, everybody will do something. Just make sure nobody goes anywhere. Just for blocking toll gate for 2 days, they all started panicking. Somebody asked a question here on Facebook. It's very funny. It says, when will Nigeria be like America? No, it can never be now. There's nothing called Nigeria. America is a nation, it's a country. Nigeria is just a business enterprise created by the British people. So it has nothing to do with the real world, real reality. They can never be. Stop fooling yourself. Stop dreaming. Because this is the, anyway, people like to dream. Like my brother just said, it's very good to be hopeful than to be hopeless. When you're hopeful that something's going to happen, that this is better, than that you have nothing to look forward to. But don't look forward to Nigeria being like the United States of America. Come on, it's not going to happen now. Are you fooling yourself? First of all, you have to create a country first. When you create a country, then you can make it look like what you want. These people, this country, this is not a country that was created and by anybody. It was created by the British people. All right, let me read something about our leader. He says, we can't continue to live like animals. Abdul Mumini Kabea, Usman of the Emir of Katsina, he said something. He said, we can't continue to live like animals. Of course. So our leader writes, he says, thank you, Emir, for demonstrating that you are a good student of Radio Biafra by confirming what we in IPOB and the world have always known, that Nigeria is indeed a zoo, of course, where people, Nigerians, in your own words, live like animals, of course. The same way you admitted today that Nigeria is a zoo where people live like animals, one day and very soon, you will also confess with your mouth that Buhari is dead, with Muhammad Yusuf Abubakar in his place. As your Janjaweed progenitor Usman Danfodio once said, conscience is an open wound. Only truth can heal it. That's good, of course. And by the way, I was speaking to somebody yesterday. He called me. He used to be in the United States with me, and he called me from the zoo. And he said about 170 something people were killed somewhere in the north. And the government said, no, we didn't kill 170, we only killed 30. You killed only 30, you didn't kill 170. What difference does it make whether you killed one or you killed 1 million? What's the difference? Tell me exactly the difference. That would tell you that killing for them is nothing. No, we didn't kill 300 people, we only killed 2 people. So you should have it should be, I don't know how would I say it, you should be praised for even killing only 2. That's they said they killed only 30, not 170. As if it mattered how many people you killed. You kill someone, and that's it. For you, killing is nothing to worry about, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, we didn't kill, they are just accusing us. When we went to Lekki, we only killed only 1 person. Nigeria. It's unbelievable what is going on in the world today, especially in that place called the zoo. We hope and pray strongly that this whole thing will change. But it's a nightmare. There's no one. Somebody says you don't know tomorrow, and I said to him, tomorrow will be like today unless you make a change. If you don't change anything, tomorrow will definitely be like today. There has to be a change. Don't sit down there and hope that Nigeria will be nice, because it is not going to be. It will remain the way it is until you do something to change it. Until you hit the street and say enough is enough. It's for everybody, not just Biafrans alone. Somebody saying our leader got involved in the NSAS. He never did. No. He was only encouraging them and telling them that what they are doing is commendable, which everybody, any right-thinking person could have done. And I saw it, Nigerians were already there because they were feeding them. They were making sure that they eat. They couldn't be in the street without food. So which means what they are doing is resonating to everybody. It's only the people, the 1%, not even 1%, 0.00001% of those that feed, that are able to feed their families. They are the ones that will complain. What they are doing there, I listened to Chibika Amechi, what he said. He said, I have always told my colleagues that one day these people will come after us. I remember the one that, what's his name? What's the person's name? The Biafra state coordinator, Biafra senator, Biafra. He said something about that. He said, all these children you see, they know how to make bombs. We are getting there. We are getting there. There's no way we're not going to get there. When you push them to the wall, one day they will get up. All of you will be on the run. And you know something? You're not running to any of the foreign countries because they already know what you're doing. That's why I'm still waiting for the British Parliament. Because people signed a petition to sanction. They're considering whether to sanction the country or to sanction individuals. They should sanction individuals, not the country. No. The man in the market that has nothing to do with it, you should let him do his business. Sanction all those people so when they realize that there's no way they are going to run to, even that their flight will not land, because when they jump the flight, like Tinubu, who jumped his jet and flew off, the country should ask who is on that flight. Go back. You cannot land our country. When things like this start happening, somebody out there is going to start thinking. I commend the British Parliament. I listen to what they are saying, but you see, talk is cheap. Not talk, diplomatic nonsense. They keep talking and talking. Meanwhile, people are dying every day. They are killing as many people as they want. They only deny that what we killed is only 7. We didn't kill 40. We killed only 7. In other words, the other people were fortunate enough to have escaped. You didn't go there to kill. You didn't count. Why are you carrying the bodies when you kill them? Because you don't want any evidence exposed to the world. That is the truth. You don't want people to know how many you have killed. So you quickly take away the bodies of these people that you killed so that the world will not know. But the point is that the chicken is getting very, very close to home where it's going to roast. There's no doubt about it. This is Radio Biafra. Give us a call, 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, plus 1-929-406-9953. Recently, I just noticed that our radio sometimes keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. I don't know what the cause is. Somebody called me yesterday. I wasn't on air yesterday. I had to go somewhere, take care of some business. And they called me, but I think we're going to take care of that because now we're going to have a remote to be able to control this from wherever we are. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The line is open for you to make your calls. Please, when you call, just concentrate on the clip that I aired, what the guy said. I want everybody to air his opinion, but please, when you want to say anything, the first thing I want you to think about is the people that are following you behind. There's no member of IPOB that did not take an oath. I know somebody who said, I want to join, but I don't want to take an oath. That's good. But when you take he's a member of IPO actually, but the truth is he didn't take the oath. So when we start the real meeting, we ask him to leave. So when you go in there and you take something like that, you should take it very seriously. It is not a personal thing. You're not doing it for your friend. Your friends will always remain your friend. It does not matter. You know, your friend, you don't have to change your friend because of you're a member of IPOB. You remain member, but please make sure that you follow him diligently and advise him well. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Elder, good afternoon from here and good morning from your side. Good evening to our listeners.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. My name is Mazi. Honorable the IPOB in my zone. Mazi, I think it's the clip you played, our brother that was airing his view. I think he actually hit the nail on the head, and then it was exactly because I think it's high time we talk about some of these things that has been bothering us. You know, someone like me didn't want to say something about it apart from the other day that I called in, but honestly, I stand to be corrected what Chimofo is doing, you know. Something that he helped to build, and he come up and start destroying something that he helped to build. Something, you know, like you said, I think me and you, we fit in the same that I am. I have never regretted going to take an oath. I look at that oath and read it. It doesn't kill you immediately. Just wait for it. Wait for it. And that oath of IPOB, whoever designed it, whoever said whatever they said there, is more dangerous than death itself. However, that oath that I took, my brothers, we should not play about it. It's something like you said about water. True to God, that person will that in now and wait, the death is coming. But the problem is that you don't know how that death is going to look like.
That's right.
Mazi, I've been able to sit down sometimes and analyze what our former deputy or deputy is still was saying on the air the day that I listened a little bit and that night about how he called this man. Hey, that thing has been blowing my head. I've been trying to get if he actually know what he's saying, because I think he started talking like Iyke by saying, the leader said to you, the person you say, do as I say. You tell all of us, say, our leaders say, or you are even saying to us, we must do as this man say, that this man is coming from God. You said it with your mouth. Exactly what Iyke was saying, telling us how to destroy Nigeria with one voice record. Now you come around now and say that that person that you're talking about is lying because he say, don't give this whatever code it is to this person. The deputy says no, and you are saying no over the air, being deputy. No, you're not going to do that. You call again and say, ask them to give it to you so that you can configure it. You said you say so. You come back again and you're saying all these things. Now, what do you want us, people like me, to think when you disobey the person that you say we must obey? And you say he's lying on the air. When he said, and I listened to that there was, I never missed one of his programs. He was saying, the platform that I'm supposed to be in charge is playing a different thing from me. Have you ever seen that before? He was making a comment. Because if you are deputizing him and he gives instruction and you say no, I'm asking a question. I'm supposed to be the one who say what happens in this platform, and somebody must carry that order. You, the deputy, said no, you're not gonna do that because you're part of the people who register it, and you're part of the people. So now, do you intend to tell us now if any leader or coordinator is saying to his members, we are going to do this, we must say no. We must say no to the person. Is it actually what Iyke is saying? And you call this man that has put everything on the line. Everything. Look at this man with a gun in Ebonyi State. Somebody would have shot him dead. Look at this man in New Water, and in so many places he was as if no Borodesh. As if there is something that is in his body that bullets cannot pierce. He doesn't have anything. He only has this Chukokikabema, this God in heaven. And the lion heart that he has, that God gave Moses, that's what I saw in that man. You are looking, what our brother is trying to do, I have said it in the morning, and let me repeat myself. Do not divide the body of Christ. Do not divide this body. That thing that Mazi that the body of his mother is laying, is laying on the ground because of this struggle. And you try to divide this body. I tell you, what he said to Iyke is going to happen to that person. Mark my word today. I'm still waiting for my leader to say something before I can conclude what I think. But I'm going to say this again. Whatever we react according to what this our brother is doing, we are justified by it. Because what you're doing now, for me, is understandable. I cannot in any way put the picture across for people to understand. Even the people listening to you. In the morning, one level sister was talking, and I said I concur with her. That sister said in the morning, in program of Mazi, go and write it down after the priest of God, the elders of his church, non-elders, mothers that bear us, kneel down and beg you don't go this route. And you went this route. Who is going to listen to you? What I mean, anybody that talking about what this our brother is doing, I think the person must also be. It's only people in this category. Look at the people in this category of IPOB. They are ministers, they are rabbis, they are all kind of people. So somebody like Mazi, somebody like all of us that are here. We're no longer children. I'm close to 50 years old for crying out loud. And we're marking up an university. How are you playing with all of us? Our minds, I will look at as if we are children. And you come on the end, you're saying these things. You said this thing, you said yesterday. You talk from today, you said no. We must change, we need to change it. Come on. And now we divide the Israel, don't divide the house of Israel. Because anybody that divides our house of Israel will pay the ultimate. That ultimate price is dead. Don't do it. Retreat your step when it's too early.
Thank you so much. Your line is breaking. And thank you so much.
It's not going to help us. Okay, it's not going to help us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is Radio Biafra, USA 2. We're still taking calls here. Let me take this one on straight line. Caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Iyke Peters. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Maz. My name is Marabuchi Shedrack, and I'm calling you right now from Mbo, in Onitsha province of Biafra land.
Yes.
Maz, thank you, my brother. Actually, I want to start by thanking our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and praying that Almighty God, Chukwu Abiyama, will keep on protecting him. Mazi, actually, I really do not want to talk about what is going on, but something happened this morning. Before I started listening to Nnamdi Kanu, I never knew about Nnamdi Kanu. I never knew about Radio Biafra. It was in 2015, yes, when our leader was talking about the issue of boycotting the election. And an old man, our father, is in his 70s to 80s now. He brought his radio to me and said to me, my son, listen to this voice that I'm hearing. Even though I'm not hearing everything he's saying, but I want you to listen. When you finish listening to him, then bring my radio back to me. I said, okay. I stopped what I was doing, and I paid attention, and I heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I never knew him. I never heard about him before. And I said, wow. You know? So at the end of the day, I gave our father his radio and explained most of the things that our leader said that day. I went to the market and bought my own radio. That is how I started following Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody brought me to follow Nnamdi Kanu. It was his voice that I heard. So anybody who thinks that somehow, the man came to me this morning. I was asking me, no, nothing is happening. That our leader is in charge. Anybody who thinks that somehow, because Nnamdi Kanu traveled all over the world, he traveled far and near to unite our people, to bring our people together. Our people only hear that voice, and they all came together. We are calling ourselves one family today is because of Nnamdi Kanu, not because of any other person. So if somebody thinks somehow that he wants to take glory, or somehow that he can, because of envy and jealousy and ego, he can, turn around and change the mind of the people. They are dreaming. They are dreaming seriously. They should go and think. And let me tell them, anything that happens to them, they should hold themselves responsible, because they are the one that invited this to themselves. That is what I want to say. Nnamdi Kanu is the man who, of course, God have ordained and give the mantle to represent the people of Biafra. And people of Biafra know his voice whenever they hear him. Now, Mazi, let me just say something on the issue of Boko Haram and the commander and what is going on in the zoo. It's quite unfortunate, but just like you have said, anybody who thinks that something good is going to come out of this country, that person is insane. Because there is no way anything good will come out of. The only thing you can do now is to join this pressure that is going on now. Come out and join the youths. We should come out and defend our land. Imagine George Floyd was killed in all the far away United States of America. Do you know that people protested in Nigeria? They don't know who George Floyd is, but they protested. But 110 people were slaughtered in Brolu, and Nigerians are doing their business. They pretend everything is all right. Let me tell all our people, if they think that this issue of Boko Haram slaughtering people is meant to, stop in the north, they are dreaming. They are meant to cover all over Nigeria, including this Biafra land. And you can imagine. Today, Mietiala is one deciding who will be the leader of Ohanes Igbo. That tells you all you need to know. These people are not ready to protect you. When these people will come, Mietiala have already installed somebody who will take control over your life. These people are the people like Peter Obi them. Peter Obi is talking about the Bronu massacre. Peter Obi do not talk about the Odibo massacre, the Nimbo massacre, the Ekempo massacre, the Nemene massacre, Nnamdi Kanu's house massacre. None of these people will say anytime. They will always talk about something that will please the North. They will always talk about something that will make the North love them. They don't love any of us. It's either we take our picture ourselves or all of us will go down. Thank you, Master, and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. That's why I said, Radio Biafra for me, it's like the history. Look and listen to him. All of them are running their mouth. They are killing in your backyard. They are killing your youths. None of them have got the audacity, the courage to get up and open his mouth. We have somebody, Nnamdi Kanu, whether he is lying, whether he is not lying, I don't want to know. That's all we're talking about. The politicians, all of them will be jumping. I'm telling you honestly, it's coming. It is not, this is just the beginning. You are going to see worse things. That's exactly what we are doing. That's exactly where we are going. That is where we are going to end. Have to wake up, and defend yourself now. Don't wait for the enemy to come to you before you start defending yourself. Before you start talking. Because it might be too late. You will not be able to open your mouth when they come very close. Let's take a call on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning, sir, from here.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mazi Meka. I'm calling from the Police, USA.
No.
Mazi, I want to contribute my opinion this morning regarding the clip you play. Yes, we listen to everything, but from my own opinion, I won't like what happened to Thomas Sankara, our leader. So, Deputy Uchemefo have already resigned from IPOB. And it's a shame for Deputy that I have so much respect for. Everybody loves this.
I think he said, man. I think, in point of correction, I think he said he didn't resign. I heard him.
Yeah, that was Deputy.
Yeah. He said he said he did not resign. That if people want to resign, they have to write a paper. That's me. That's my own. He never. I don't think he has resigned. That's what he said. I am quoting him. So he's saying he hasn't resigned. So let's keep going. Tell us your point, my brother.
So the thing is, regarding the oath taking, sometimes I ask myself, the oath we take, is it different from what other people take? Because why I understand too well. My coordinator here give me the oath. I now study it and confuse that I will do. Okay? And if I see where people fall by the side in this movement, I'll be asking myself, is this all different? You see why I want to always say we must go back, we must remember where we come from. Because religion have already taken our culture. People are not scared about something spiritual like this. That is why in the Yoruba land, whenever I say Maashekwe, they will cause, everybody will be scared. Because they preserve their culture. They know the consequences of it. But our people, the church have everything church have used the church to destroy all our culture. That's why people are not scared about oaths. I watch this man call himself Idoya. What a so-called doctor come out on the Facebook, BBC Live and be doing. I feel ashamed to this man, wife and family. Okay, you give a fellow man $3,000. He say our leader £3,000. Must you come out and tell the whole world what you do for a fellow man? I used to feel shocked when I saw a fellow mature man who do something to a fellow mature man. They will use it to be brag. Eh? Okay, look at the Zoo Nigeria. People that believe in Zoo Nigeria, said 100 something people kill. Government say no, it's 30 people. Imagine, and people still have hope for that future of that country. Okay, look at it the other day in the news here. They said China is 1.3 billion population. India is 1.2 billion population. Combine them together, that Nigeria is extreme poverty more than them. And you see some people defending that one Nigeria. You see what our leader say? There's something wrong with the blood of black man in that Nigerian zoo. There's something wrong with the blood. Like the last call said that P2B is protesting for the people they kill in Bronu. They don't be able. A zoo river. P2B must answer that. What kill our people in the zoo river? You need to talk about it. It's right time every youth wake up and know that we don't have only any leader. The only leader we have is Mazi and the Kano. And all these people coming fighting us. IPOB is Catholic Church. IPOB is Catholic. If you don't come to church, Father didn't know you. If you don't know your principal officer, if you fall off, we are people in IPOB. We have brain, we have sense. We know where we are going. We know the truth. Don't we see the truth? So you can come out and be casgetting Mazi and the Kano, casgetting IPOB, making a so-called principal officer in America, making it caricature to the same movement. He's saying everybody should obey the command. Mazi, let me drop it here. The one is enough on why. We are POB. We know who we are following. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have a call coming in on Skype. Let me take this one. Caller on Skype, are you there? Caller on Skype, are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my beloved veteran, good afternoon from Warsaw, Poland here. How is your day, sir?
Not bad. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure having you once again, sir. There we sir. Mazi, I'm here with our South America rep, Mazi Nachi from Brazil. Our South America rep, can you hear me from there, Mazi Nachi?
I can hear you, Mazi. Okay,
there were my beloved brother, Conrad. You are on to Radio Biafra and call my Iyke.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Veteran.
There were.
Good morning. Good morning, Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom. I greet you all in the name of Chukwoki Kabiama. My name is Mazi Uchechukwu Nachi. I am from Afikpo South Local Government of Ebonyi State. By the grace of Elohim, I serve this noble family as the South American representative. I am coming to you once again to remind us of the vivid fact that there is no longer anything as deputy leader in IPOB anymore. Ordered by our head of directorate and signed by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not by coincidence that that office has been dissolved. So whoever is saying that our ex-deputy Mazi Uchemefo is still in IPOB, that is a lie from the pit of hell. How can you say such? How can you be telling IPOB Biafrans all over the world that a man who publicly announced his resignation and said, I am quoting, this will be my last time speaking as the deputy leader of IPOB. He willingly said it. Out of what? Out of his arrogancy, not only to we Biafrans, not only to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but to IPOB members all over the world. Fellow Biafrans, listen, I have carefully observed Mazi Uchemefo, and I began to a kind of read meanings to his words. I came to realize that Mazi Uchemefo actually have no respect for we Biafrans. His arrogancy was in full display on that very day he announced his resignation. And let's not forget also that with the report we had at hand, Mazi Uchemefo have resigned officially, resigned in DOS more than twice. This is a man who claimed to care about our fallen heroes. This is a man who claimed to be caring about those who are injured in Obibo. This is a man who, while in IPOB as deputy leader, then, no longer anymore, was receiving a monthly due above £4,000, and yet don't pay his ordinary monthly due, which our fellow Biafrans across the world are paying.
Let me interject before you continue, please. Are these things you're saying, are they officially, were you designated to say them, or you just your personal opinion? That's all I want to know.
But Mazi, it is official.
Excuse me?
It is official.
Is it official? But the point is that I have said something on this program before. If anything is official, they should pass it on to us. We can't be hearing it from the outside. Now, another thing, let me please.
He himself, he concorded.
Let me say something. We are a broadcasting station. We are the mouth of IPOB. We are the mouthpiece of our people. If there is anything that is not communicated to me officially, I will not allow it on this platform. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, excuse me, I read something about the office of the deputy being no more in place. Dissolved, yes. But it was signed by Chika.
Yes.
Excuse me, it was signed by Chika Edozien, but you said it was signed by our leader. That's not true.
Signed by ordered.
No.
Ordered by are you Mazi Peter? Our head of directorate can't take decision without the authorization of our leader. Am I assuming,
right? Sir, I am not a part of them. You are making that assumption. If our leader signed something, I am going to say it categorically. If they had said our leader asked them to do this, I would say this. I read the whole thing in entirety. I still have copies of it. Our leader did not sign it. No, if you had said signed by Chika Edozien, I would not have this argument with you. You said it was signed by our leader. It's not true. The document was not signed by our leader. If you had read exactly what they said, and then it said signed by the head of the directorate, there was no point my even interjecting. But I found something not right in what you're saying. That's why I asked you this question. Are you designated for this, for what you're saying right now, or just airing your opinion?
Mazi,
Yes, sir.
Mazi Peter, let me remind you once again that the head of directorate represents the body of this very movement.
Yes,
And
you can still
there
remind me
is
whatever
no,
you
there
can.
is
You
no,
can remind me whatever you want. But the point I'm trying to make is
yeah,
that I am
they
here.
cannot,
I'm not here on my own. I'm doing a job. If I am officially informed, I don't know if you're understanding where I'm going. If I'm officially informed of certain things, when you say it, I will not object. But I'm not been officially. I said it before. I don't take information from Facebook. I don't take information from anybody. We have an hierarchy. Our leader, if our leader says sign something and they pass it on to me, I'm going to read it. The directorate, if send something to me, I'm going to read it. But the point is that if you are quoting what directorate said, I will read it that way. But if you quoting something directorate and say our leader said, then it doesn't sound right with me. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, let's not debate on that. I think
it's not a
truth
debate.
is
You are
very, very clear.
You are calling it a debate now. We're not debating. I'm only telling you that I've not been officially briefed about this.
But an official notice is made for we principal servants to take note of.
Principal servants,
must they be passed individually?
No, not individually. If they pass a copy to you, I think those of us on air should have a copy too. So when we are saying something, we are modifying it, we are not just talking. You are coming in as a principal officer. I understand. I respect that. I have it. But there are things I can allow you to say because I know when you are going away. My point is, we were not officially informed. We've not been briefed. They sent me a memo, and I read the memo exactly the way it is. I said who signed it. Now you're saying that our leader signed it. It's not true. It's misinformation. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't it look like I'm trying to lie to the people? Our leaders say our directorate signed something, and I said this from the directorate. It's signed by Chika Edoziem. That's exactly what I had in front of me.
Yeah.
And now you are there saying our leader signed it. It's not right with me. We are speaking the truth the way it is, so that boy at the right part. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you had said this memo was signed by Chika Edoziem, I would not even argue with you. I won't even talk about it. I will just swallow it because I know that is in the document. Do I make myself very clear?
You have made yourself clear, but I want you to take note of something. When an official report is coming from the head of directorate,
yes,
it is assumed.
Don't assume anything. Don't assume, sir. I don't like the word assumed.
No.
I am part of the system. I am speaking. I am speaking now for the people. If they give them something, in fact, if our leader signs the paper and says, do you know something? Anything that the director of sales says is me that is saying it, I will take it. I don't know how the hierarchy works. I don't know if do you really I don't know if you are not trying to understand where I'm going. I am trying to keep myself clear. You are saying something when you air your opinion. So your opinion is right. It is your opinion. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. But the moment it becomes a quotation, this is from there, this is from there, and then I will say no. I don't go. For
okay. Mazi Peter. Now, fellow Biafrans, we are going back to what we were saying before, and prior to this very moment, let's remind one another of what transpired. Our Reverend fathers and our sisters came together, having prior notice heroes for the sake of those who have died for this struggle, for the sake of those in Obibo. We plead, suspend this very broadcast you want to do. Let's get in touch with you and our leader. We believe we can resolve this very matter. We had it on the radio, Biafra. We had the Reverend Father spoke. We heard him when he said even our sister, our Reverend sister, Sister Bridget, went on her knees and said, please, our deputy, please suspend.
Bridget is woman leader, not a reverend sister, my brother.
Our woman leader.
Woman leader. Yeah, thank you.
She begged, if our ex-deputy is indeed a man of humble, a man who is humble, a man who has the feeling of his people, he won't have disobeyed that very plea. He would have listened because he wanted peace. That was what he was trying to demonstrate to them. Fellow Biafrans, we must then ask ourselves, why did he not listen to these people who went on their knees? Why did our ex-deputy why did he fail to listen to them? And they reminded him there was no way he was going to hold that very meeting without that very meeting leaking. And what happened at the end? He went ahead with that very meeting and he was telling them, we have passed this stage. Now the question is, fellow Biafrans, we must keep on asking, what stage was Mazi Uchemefo referring to that he has passed? He went ahead and held that very meeting, disrespecting these people, disrespecting Biafrans across the globe. And then in the course of that very meeting, what our reverend fathers foresaw, well, they were saying that this message, this broadcast, if you go ahead to hold this broadcast will leak to the masses. Then what happened at the end? That was what happened. And I remember vividly in that very broadcast, as our beloved brothers were telling him, Mazi Chemefo, do you know that this information is going out to the masses? What did he do? He pretended like he never knew that the information will leak out. And then I overheard his accomplice. The man I called, I have 7 tongues. He speaks one today and he says the other thing the next day. Telling we Biafrans, partially, we can stop the broadcast. But that doesn't mean it is wrong. They knew that this information would be leaked out. They intentionally did it. After disrespecting our fathers, the committee members, after disrespecting our woman leader, who was on her knees, begging, said, please, my ex-deputy, please. The question is, why did Mazi Uchemefo fail to listen to these honorable people? If indeed he had the feeling of this very struggle, if indeed he was thinking about our people in Obibo, if indeed he was thinking about our fallen heroes who have given all for this struggle, if indeed he has respect and he is loyal to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fellow Biafrans, we can all see that indeed our ex-deputy has no atom of respect for no one. For no one, absolutely no. Not even for those who have gone for the struggle. On this very regard, I am in support that the office of deputy leader, not just concerning our ex-deputy Mazi Uchemefo, it is dissolved. It is an office that have demonstrated to always be showing that arrogancy to the leader of this movement, who have given all. I say he has given all. And the next question I want us to ask, Mazi Uchemefo, At what point did you begin to initiate the process of having a radio app? If indeed you were with us in this IPOB, because you didn't just wake up to have your own radio app. At what point, what was that agenda behind you, behind your motive, that made you to go all the way to think of having another radio app, if indeed you were loyal to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And why? Why did you have such a motive? We can't just pretend like he opened it on that very day. Eh? At least for you to have a radio app, for you to formalize the bureaucracy, administrative works, it must have taken you up to 1, 2, 3 months.
Exactly.
At what time? When did you start initiating this process, Mazi Chemofo? And then you want to come and pretend to us like you just woke up and started initiating it. And let's not forget also, Mazi Chemofo, while our leader, he opened his mouth and said it. While our leader was talking to him and said, go to Mazi Ofoma, collect the password. He opened his mouth and said, over his dead body. I repeat the word he said in Igbo language. Kamakangamwa. That action alone is enough for you to resign your office as the deputy leader for an act of insubordination, an act of disloyalty to your leader. If this very struggle is an ordinary organization, even in a working organization, Mazi Chemofo, when you tell your manager, if you are the deputy, the vice manager, or the vice director, or the vice CEO, and you are telling your leader, your manager, your director, your CEO, over your dead body, will you execute the action, the duty is asking you to do? That automatically is a sign, an immediate moment you have to resign your office. Because you are not loyal to your leader. You are not loyal to your manager. You are not loyal to your CEO. What are we pretending on? Are we pretending like Mazi Chemofo did nothing? Are we pretending like his actions were in other way good or upright? Is that what we are trying to say? Why are we showing that hypocrisy? Like nothing happens. Like he never disrespected the office of our leader. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Biafrans, we are bigger than this. We know what happened. We know what Mazi Chemofo said. He called our leader on air that he's a liar. Come on, Biafrans.
Yeah, Mazi Nachi, calm down, my brother. We're becoming emotional.
All right,
let's go.
Mazi, the other calls coming in.
Please, 1 minute.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Just round it up. Round it up. Please.
Yeah, there is a video going viral here. We want to debunk that.
I have not seen the video, sir. Listen.
No,
let us.
They are writing that our leader was arrested.
Can I please say something? Can I say something? You are not helping issues by bringing in video that is not official. We think we are making. Listen. Sometimes. Can I please say something? I don't like squabbling with issues. Anybody can put up anything he wants on the video. It's not my place to start talking about it. We have more important things to talk about.
a lie that our leader is hurt and heavy.
We don't listen. Nobody has to. I know our leader is. Listen, there's nothing. Did somebody one time? Did somebody one time say that our leader is dead? Was it on video? So why are we?
No, but
let's not put. We are putting fuel to. We are putting fuel to this thing. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Just say what you know and forget about what somebody is putting up, please.
Yeah, we are. Our leader is hurt and heavy, or what? Nobody.
It's not what you are saying now is like you are putting fire to it. There are people who have not even seen that video. The moment you start commenting on it, you are now publicizing the video. Yes, that is my own point. So let us leave it. Talk about issues at hand. Somebody can write whatever they want on video and set in whatever they want. It doesn't change anything. If anything happened to our leader, we will know. I will announce it here. Not any maroon, anybody that's crazy will put something on video and then I will start talking about it. That's not how it works.
Thank you. We got your point, Mazi. Yes. You are making. What I want to say lastly is this. Dear friends, the only app we know is Radio Biafra app and IPOB community app.
Exactly.
Let's stop enabling the activities of our ex-deputy. We have heard everything he said. Therefore, there is no need watching him on Facebook anymore.
Okay.
Do not waste your data. Do not waste your money. Avoid him. He has nothing to offer. We trust someone, not because of our stupidity. We are following our leader because we have seen him in action.
Thank you. Let's go.
We have seen him tested, tried, and confirmed, certified by Biafra.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
So please, stop wasting your data on him. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing. If he's ready to fight for the cause of Biafra, let him go to the zoo. Our leader have done it. He fought the zoo military. He went on evangelism.
Can we
rallies,
go?
He has gone to jail for this very struggle. What have Uchamofa done? Not even his monthly due is he paying. Not even a monthly due. A monthly due.
It's okay, my corner. Thank you. Mazi, thank you, sir, for allowing me. Thank you, sir.
All right. The point I'm trying to make, let me just make my point. When you call me, air your opinion. Don't be a judge. Don't be a jury. What I'm saying is that don't go and listen to his radio. Don't go and listen. When there is darkness, one strike of matches will bring in the light. Let them listen. I have no problem with creating radio stations all over the world. Your audience depends on what you say. People have to decide for themselves. And how are they going to decide? They have to listen to you. If you're a moron, you will die a natural death. Nobody is going to kill you. If you're making sense, believe me sincerely, if you make sense, people will come. If you don't make sense, just give them 2 weeks. You'll be a history. So let's not dwell about somebody opening a radio. It doesn't mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. It depends on what you say. Because when you are a little child, something that's very peculiar. A little boy in the house, the papa will say, if Uruma Diebeni, don't ever open that door. Before God and man, that child will be so curious to know what is in there. But he had that particular room by there without even feeling anything. He will just go in there and step out. When you start wasting our data, start talking about the radio that people created, you are advertising the radio that they created. For God's sake. This is pure common sense. I know how emotional it is. I know how it hurts some people. It hurts everybody. Do you think so? You think because I don't talk about it means it doesn't hurt me? No. I know how to kill issues like this. Give it silence and believe me, it will dissolve in the air. Nobody will know. There was a radio called Radio Biafra International, right? What happened to them? Did you ask anybody not to go and listen to them? People will naturally not be inclined to listen. When they listen and they keep hearing Buhari say treason today, tomorrow Buhari say treason, tomorrow 180 Buhari, who wants to go there? Buhari committed treason. That was the title, the main thing that Iruanya was talking about. Who wants to listen to that garbage? You don't have to tell people not to listen to him. Please, let's talk about issues that concerns us seriously and take it from there. All right, I have a call coming in on caller on signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. Your brother Chidera from South Africa. Hi, Peter.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to ask you a very big favor. When I called you last week, I told you that you people are hurting us. You thought I was joking.
I know.
More, the guys are coming on. We are even more hot today than yesterday.
Yes.
Can I suggest DOS name have been on Facebook, on radio, on anywhere to anything, mention it anywhere in WhatsApp. About 4 months ago, there is an issue came up with the World Igbo Congress. They set up a meeting. That meeting called up to 1,000 people in that meeting. Can't DOS address IPOB? Let's stop all this. This one is making a video talking A. This one is making a video talking B. Social media, people are, somebody call radio and you are arguing with that particular person. This person have people in their number. He could have called you to present what you want to discuss. And when you say hold it there, people should respect that you are the presenter and hold it there. Can the DOS, for God's sake, with all those things rumbling around now, people are literally not cry even when they listen to our sister in the morning, the Reverend Father come from Brazil. You can see clear this person. We are not making it up here, for God's sake. Can the DOS humble themselves and address Biafrans? Next, no, not individual coming to tell us which resign. Who say would go say I will not resign. We cannot continue like this. DOS can set up a Zoom meeting with the entire, okay, let's say within the southern region, America. They calculate 1,000 people that can represent entire the continent. They go to the zoo, go to Biafra and say, send those people, set up a meeting, send the meeting this thing. Those who have internet enablement will come up with a resolution. If indeed UTMF have resigned, they to conclude they will send a message through the thing, because radio now, people have been listening. Uche will broadcast in the evening. They say that even the one that our brother, the Reverend, I think try to remember the Reverend Father who released a video. Uche and Obido and he said no, that there was no truth in that. That one who said this DOS head of this thing. The name had been pumping up everywhere. We believe them. We have been believing them. We knew for sure that they have signed a memo before. There was nobody questioned their memo several times. Here in this country, the national coordinator have been saying all we see is the memo, and we all follow. We have heard our leader call on A that memo will send or announce anybody's name. Nobody argue. This is the first time, as far as I'm concerned, such somebody who will be on his own say, this is my last time of talking to you as a deputy. Following them, no anybody thinking that I'm resigning from IPOB is joking or something. Now, can't this DOS set up a Zoom, address Biafrans properly? Then we can have a meeting, all of us, one Saturday, one Sunday, or anything may be. Address proper, so that after the meeting, everybody is speaking with one language. If you are going to your unit, going to your country, you are able to send a message, even if they will say now, let it be by Continental. They do meet with the Continental. Our rep, Continental rep, will come and send a message. You cannot come to radio says people, because today, even today, as I'm talking to you, one of our coordinators here, I've been fighting with him since the morning. He's a pro. What is the name called? Uchemefo. He immediately started. All of them started changing Uchemefo's from IPOB flag to Uchemefo's this thing. We can't control like this. This people are getting lies somewhere. People are saying truth the other side. So who do we believe? We cannot follow Uche if Uche not following us. The best thing to do now is these people should find a way to sit down and discuss. Not one individual coming to radio to say, then Uche and Obido will come in the evening and talk a different thing. People are sympathizing with them, believing they are saying the truth. Then DOS is can't they set up a meeting? Biafrans are capable. We got internet all over. We see, I can tell the World Igbo Congress had over 1,000 was a day in a meeting, and everybody was in mute. Address us proper. You will hear what they are saying. And if you are allowed to talk, you talk. Rather than this one, we are now fluctuating like puff puff like this. And how long will this take us?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
There we. Thank you very much. That is exactly what you said now is exactly my opinion, because I have not been briefed. Anybody can come into radio, like I'm saying, you come in here, you want to castigate the other person, you want to talk about, it does not mean anything. If I am briefed properly, the way it's supposed to be, you call me, you direct me, I am going to be directed by somebody with a signature. My objection to our brother was that he said a memo was signed by our leader. It was not signed by our leader. I saw it. What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to undermine anybody. But when you want to say something, say it exactly the way it is. Don't be emotional about it. Our deputy, he announced on radio, on the Zoom, I heard him say it, that this might be the last time. He said, this might be the last time I'll talk to you as the deputy leader. He said, this might be, I'm quoting him. Now, he didn't say, the other man said, he said, I will not be the deputy leader anymore. All those things does not mean, it's nomenclature, English language or no English language. The truth is, if I am briefed properly, if somebody comes, signs something and it's signed by our leader, I will read exactly the way it says signed by our leader. If it is signed by DOS, I'll say it's signed by DOS. That's the memo that I got. Now you are coming in to say a memo was passed on which was signed by our leader. It is not true. I do not broadcast issues like that because don't think I'm supporting anything. I told you I waka alone come out. I know why I came to IPOB. My opinion might not matter because it's my opinion. But when you want to come to the radio here, please come and tell us the truth, say it exactly the way it is, and we'll take it from there. I have a call coming in on caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazi. My name is Mazi. I'm calling from Lagos.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Yeah, thank you for your support. See, I don't want our people to worry about anybody living like or especially what our deputies have done by living like you. After all, P2B left Africa to PDP. We have Africa shut down. Oman have left PDP. PDP is still going on. Even though we are not here as a political party, we are freedom fighters. But anybody that gets tired at any time can check out.
Yes.
The journey continues. Now, but I only want to make our deputy leader to know that. Do you know, in heaven, when the Bible says Satan campaigned in heaven and he won 1/4 of the angel to himself under the nose of Almighty God himself. That is one of the things that our deputy leader have done. If somebody takes that a man like Obi the Obi is saying what he's saying today, I will not believe it. But that is one of our deputy leaders. Man, anytime a man began to love what he hates, something is wrong. Anytime you begin to consider to eat what you don't like before. I listened to one of our deputy broker this afternoon, the one of yesterday. He was calling all the all the Biafra agitators and all that to come together. This is a man that in his platform, anytime we talk about committee, I ask you how many there are. Anytime a man begin to consider to eat what he does not like to eat before, something is wrong. And I want to advise Iyke. If I know he will not take it, if he have not taken the ones that the prominent and professors have advised him, how will he take my own? But let him know that when Iruanya left, he left with some people. But today, where are those people? Are they still with him? There is where our people behave. So when we can then get us say, I know something as we are with you. By the time they travel to 3 kilometers, he will look his back, he will find nobody. Because our people will always come back to the man that always say the truth, the man that will always stand by the truth, and the man that will always want to defend their rights. And that is whom we have tested our leader and Whatever thing that has happened, I don't see what happened. The future of do that. Calm down and settle it. But the truth is that he have finished his duty in IPOB. He have served what he have give what he has to offer. So it is time for him to take X way or to do something else, because he used to say that if you are tired, you should check out. He's tired and he have checked out. So let us forget about it. What he is doing now is making us to not to hold Nigeria to account to people that they are massacred in OBU. That is what. That is just what I'm seeing at this all this diversion. This thing we're talking now. Every day we're talking about Uchemo. People every day we're talking about Uchemo. Who is Uchemo? He has given what he can offer. Let him go and start his own. Let us see how he's going to. What we want is Biafra. If Uchemo can give us Biafra with human rights radio, that's okay. But let us allow him and let us focus on the people who are killing us, because soldiers, Nigerians, and Fulanis, they have not sheathed their sword. They are still killing our people. Let us forget about what he's talking about. See, he can never do more than Satan. Satan won 1/4 of heaven. Today, where is Satan? Where is his position? And Solomon in the Bible deceived the cabinet of his father, even to win one of the best advisors. Today, at the end, what happened to Absalom? So these are the things that we must put together. What we want is Biafra. Whatever thing he's doing, he have served the time. He have done what he can do. God have used him. There are times in a man's life, God will use him for a particular purpose. And when that purpose is achieved, I will leave him somewhere when he begins of his day and work with other people. God have more than 1,001 person to replace one person. So it doesn't matter what he has done before. If he's not ready to continue in that right track, if he's not ready to do what is right, let him go. God have other people. There are people that are on the way coming to IPOB. I just sometimes I look for the zoo, because there are people that are on the way coming to IPOB. By the time they continue hearing what is happening, when they will get tired and they will come to join IPOB, the zoo will burn, because those people will not come with peace. They will not come with a vote. They will not come with the diplomatic. They will not come. They will come with ammunition to destroy the zoo. So they should just be playing with their life. What we want is that let our deputy leaders continue with whatever he wants to offer, and let us see how we can be able to gather those people he think he can be able to gather. Let us see what he's going to achieve. The Bible says, "I am the vine, and you are the branch. If you are with me, you will produce much. But without me, you can do nothing." Without IPOB, who knows Uchemo? Without IPOB, where is Uchemo coming up from? Let him get out of the vine. Let him see how he's going to die. Mazi, God bless you.
God bless you. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. I have a call coming on, let's see, Principal Officer's line. Okay, the call just dropped. Another call in the same line. Let me take it. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Sir, good afternoon so much. I am very, very happy this afternoon because some of our brothers are saying what we are supposed to be doing. My name is Hugo, and I am calling from Enugu province. Mazi, please, I want to say these things for the sake of our brothers and sisters all over the world. I continue to lament that our leaders, every part of the world, should look up to Chukwu Abiyama, because he is the one that ordained our leader Mazi and sent him out for this mission. And the majority of us that joined this wonderful family, like I myself, I heard the voice of our leader. I was convinced, and I told the person that asked me to listen to that voice that I will follow this man. This is not the time for us to receive something like this. I mean, it is discouraging, but we can never ever be discouraged. When you look at the effort of the wicked ones towards what we are doing, we that is in Biafran land, Mazi, we can boldly tell you, what is going on here. I continue to say this, but some people think it is a joke. If the enemies are doing sacrifice upon sacrifice, to make sure that they destroyed this wonderful effort. Why should we allow such sacrifice to exist in our midst? What do I mean by that? If your brother came to you and say, I'm sorry, why can't you accept your brother? Why can't you forgive your brother? If you are in position and people are begging you, please, let us do this for the sake of peace, why can't you listen to that advice? Have we forgotten that the only person that don't welcome advice of peace is somebody that was blocked? The heart was blocked by the devil. That anyone that is looking for peace, you must accept the word, please. The reason I'm saying this is because this took place locally before going to internationally. Some people think I'm joking. You think it is a joke. What you are seeing today is not supposed to happen. If we only will recognize that the enemies are working seriously to destroy us, and what is the only thing that they have in plan to destroy us is disagreement. But we can destroy their effort by understanding each other, by listening to please, by saying sorry. That is the only thing that we can do. That is the reason why Chukwukadama said in his word that you must forgive your brother if your brother offends you. Very sad indeed that at this final point of what we're doing, somebody would think that opening another radio station or opening another channel of freedom fighting will be the best. Check it, you see that it's not clean. But I am praying that Chukwukadama will help those who have sacrificed a lot, those who put their effort in this wonderful thing that we are doing, that the enemies will not deny them the opportunity. I am calling upon the name of Chukwukadama towards all the operational officers that their eyes must continue to be focused on what we are doing. That they should continue to recognize their talent, not another man's talent. You can never ever take another man's gifts. You can never ever inherit another man's gifts. You will try. The envy jealous that we are lamenting, I was the first person that continued to say that the reason why some of our people that is not in this family are fighting us is because of envy jealousy. Then what of those that is inside this family? And the reason why this envy jealous continue to exist in their midst is because they allow devil to block their heart. If you recognize that your gift is very vital, your gift that you are using to support what we are doing is ordained by Chukwukadama, and it can never be the gift of Mazi, Iyke, Peter. I think we will never ever look forward to take another man's gift. Because it is taking another man's gift, the only thing that will trigger such a thing. I am saying, I'm calling all the whole Biafrans all over the world. We must remain resolute.
Thank you.
I say this again. Our leader Mazi and the Kano, wherever you are, Chukwukadama, may He, Elohim, continue to strengthen you, give you courage to stand firm. You are the ordained person that was ordained for this mission, and Biafran restoration is what we're looking for.
Thank you, sir.
And we will get it. Mazi, thank you so much.
There we go. All right, with that, I'm going to take a very short break and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned, don't go away. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Yo
Dokoye no, Kepe Ganzi Barao. Oh, out there. There is no vacancy, oh. Upan gembo gongi di owo. Uwe mi o, don't monguro swami o, don't go again no. Ke vacancy baga oh.
All right, I'm back again on Sit. Let's take a call coming in on Signal. Call on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mazi, Iyke Peters. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead, sir. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for taking thank you for taking my call. I'm Rabbi Charles. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Our leader, I salute you, Mazi Nandekano. I raise my hands up for you. And there were Mazi, I'm Rabbi Charles. I'm speaking from my location. Mazi, Iyke Peters, may I suggest something, please? It's not that you're going to accept it. Okay?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, good. What I'm trying to say is that I know that there are fake news out there. We know that there is a video footage that is, or video footage that is being captured going around circulating. People had it, and not the first time. I think it could be third time now about Mazi Uchemefo speaking here and there. Obidio Obienu was in the meeting. The first time I was there. I went there to listen to what they are talking about. I was disappointed. We cannot, with all this evidence, mounting up or abounding. I may not need to go. I do believe that DOS also came. They spoke. They said what they said, and I heard them. This is freedom fighting we are doing. We are not in a political, for the people calling. I heard what Chidera said. I will touch on what Chidera said, but with all this, I personally will never want anybody to brief me, because a lot of damage has been done by Mazi Uchemefo and Obidio Obienu and the rest of them that went into this internal coup d'etat. Are you getting me? This thing has been going on for more than a year. I have been following it. I have spoken on air, on radio, and the message was circulating. A lot of people, I know you are, maybe because of the legality over there, you don't want to say something because they are Uchemefo want to threaten or want to threaten people with a legal procedure or whatever. I'm watching. Biafrans are watching him to do his worst. The only thing I can say personally, in every clip that I've made or message, I mention his name. I can defend everything I said anywhere, any government, even UK government. I will defend it. I will go there and say even worse than what I've said. For him to know that this is not all about Mazi Uchemefo. And for people who saying DOS must come and address you, my brothers and sisters, these guys have code of operation. Our leader, you had them saying that the reason why they are not all that public, these guys are working hard. I know what that. With my intelligence, I know what they do. Some of the things they're doing. But the only place I have problem is that when something like Mazi Iyke Peters, Ube, when Ube na Shiji, ona aga jie automatically. Ube na atunye. All of a sudden, the side of the color, the other one will begin to go dark blue, and the other one will be a bit pink or reddish. And all of a sudden, give it a week or two, those ones that is reddish will all of a sudden they will become dark blue. As in Ube go. Now, when this thing was fermenting or going on, I saw it here and there. I came on, I said, musicians, you are adding to this nonsense going on. There are those that cannot they are not wired to assimilate praises and put it aside. I said the job is not yet done yet. But there are those, you guys are in Africa, back home in Africa there, and all over the world, you are singing. Mazi nka America. The only person that we can sing with his name, I guarantee he won't fail us, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Any other person is irrelevant. And you have just messed up all your beautiful music. Because our people, we are wired to be singing like Osadebe, Oliver the Cook, Agabaf and the Mado. And this is the things that are killing the generation of Igbos. Biafrans, especially in the Igbo. They know how to call names and praise the person. And his head will swell up. Tell me, my brothers and sisters, anyone listening to me, the amount of pleading that you can plead to somebody. Say, relent, withdraw. There is bigger picture, and the person said no. You will see that you will automatically know that there is a third party involved. This thing you people are saying, let him, you think, excuse me. In Western world, you say, if third party captured you and you are singing, you think this thing doesn't have effect in their political movement or in their parliament where this man Uchemefo is residing, and they are looking for a weaker link to get in? Or don't you guys reason? So if somebody is telling you we have gone past this stage, you think is him alone? He's not alone in this destruction he thought he could do. Before I hang up, I will thank our brother Akana Ayo, the one that his message is circulating. These are the things we got to listen. If somebody kind of gave in to some certain things, threat, maybe gave in to sabotage the movement, and our leader said they are coming. If you can only hold on from that time till December, there will be a game changer. And all of a sudden, somebody began to speak from another side of the world and began to talk something, say something that is not correct. And the one they call Obi di Obiana, began to think on the ground. Mazi Ipitasa will call them by their names. Let them take legal action. I am waiting for them. That will be their catastrophe and disaster if they do. They only want to push it and make it to take a legal action against our leader. There are things these guys are doing. I look at these people that are very, very dead. And we give it only what you can do for us. If you pick a call, if anyone kind of speak derogative word to our leader, cut him off straight away. If anyone speak any insulting word to the movement, cut the person away. If the person want to air his view about some folks that we are seeing that full blown that the person has messed up, you can say, give him a chance. Say after that, he said the callers air his view, and this is his view. Okay, and then you save yourself for legality because they are waiting for. You see Iranya the other day on BBC saying, he was talking to Solomon. Also, these are the things that they are good at. Nothing else. They don't care about their people being killed. They are still killing our people. They don't care about the marginalization. They don't care about disenfranchisement that they have. We are literally removed from everywhere politically in that zoo. Look at Peter Obi now. I heard he came. Why do you think Peter Obi is doing that? Because of his business in the north. These guys have multi businesses in the north. The money they stole from Biafran land, they use it and they embezzle it and to analyze that money and build infrastructure. Their place is upside down. And he will come out. You think he's protesting because he loves those people, rice farmers? Do our people think so? Or he's a good man? He just want to save his ass. But Peter Obi is and so many of Igbo well-to-do men, I don't call them elites. These guys are daft. And even some businessmen that daft. Businessmen that you have your defense. Your youth is your defense. IPOB is the defense of Biafra. If you have money, you have everything what it takes.
Why don't you? What is $1 million to those men over there? You Fulani they can go and empower or arm Boko Haram to protect them, and you cannot arm your people financially to protect your place secretly and shut your mouth up. Igbos cannot do it. Only when we come to this thing, they say, oh, Anambra, Ojukwu happens to be Anambra at the present day map. Okay? But he was giving orders. Kalabari was obeying the order. Okay? Calabar people, Ibibio, was obeying the order. Akwa Ibom was obeying the order. They are not Igbo speaking region. People from Delta State were obeying the order. Ojukwu is, but the present day map is from Anambra. So if God raised somebody from Abia State, why can't I obey him?
Thank you.
What is the crime? What is the crime? Yes, I am done. What is the crime if we obey him? These people are sick. They make me sick. Obienu and Ushemefo, they are going nowhere. They are going nowhere.
Thank you, sir. All right, thanks. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. Have calls coming in left, right, and center. But anybody who calls now should make it very, very as brief as possible because there's no more time left. I have to close up this program in a few minutes from now. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi, Peter, sir. Good evening from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name is Mazi Ucheche Ezekwem. I'm from Okigwe province in Biafra land.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you very much, sir. Mazi, actually, I also want to thank you. Your last broadcast, you came on air on Sunday after listening to the report of a Reverend Father, and I made a recommendation for you to keep on replaying the thing. And since past 3 days, the thing have been replaying almost in every platform.
Yes.
And thank you very much for that. It has been going on, and our people are listening. We are understanding how the whole thing was unfolded. And also, the reason why I called right now, because of the reactions coming out from our people, just like as Rabbi Charles just made it clear, Rabbi Charles already spoken my mind, and some other people. Our DOS or our principal officers, they are there to represent us, and ever since I joined this struggle, and they have not gone contrary for the directives of the mind, or let me just say, from the directive of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And also, I want to use this opportunity to thank our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. Chukwuka Abiyama will continue to strengthen him because it's not easy. He's carrying the whole cross alone. Mazi, our people, I know the way you like to, carry on your own your own directives, especially when you are broadcasting, when things come up like this. It's not easy because our people right now is highly emotional and is very, very, have been provoked from those whom they think they relied on, especially those that are not strong, who just joined the struggle just few years or few months ago. They cannot know how or how things have gotten to the extent we are. At least I'm an example of what is happening. I joined this struggle as far back of 2013. I never joined officially to be a full IPOB member, but I've been listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from London since 2013. And then I joined officially IPOB in 2015, early 2015, officially until date. Nothing is happening in IPOB. Someone like me will come and tell me nothing is happening in IPOB. And when this kind of incident began to happen was immediately on 14th of October 2015. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was arrested. And all the whole devils just rose up. Everybody just packed. We knew what we passed through to settle when the incident of Omiomio, even Iyke former before this guy, before Irania became to be COC. That time they're calling him COC, coordinator of all coordinators. His former coordinator of all coordinators came from Malaysia. It was Iyke as far back as then, before Iluanya took over. And IPOP have structure. We have structure how this struggle have ordained. And we have been following it systematically, and it's working perfectly well for our struggle, which the whole world know, even the international community know the structure of IPOP. Nobody should come and derail or deviate from the structure laid down by our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What IPOP known to by law, every activity they are doing is stand by the truth and the command and control structure. We reinstated this command and control structure in 2015, early 2016 when the whole thing busted. I know how many times this is a one-on-one meeting. We had a meeting online with Mazi Uchemefo, Irania, even the former Asian rep who reside even in Malaysia here. So everything that happened, we know. And now let me just tell you, our people, as they are reacting right now, we should not blame them, because these people, I have a very high esteem regard for Mefo. I have esteem. Even when this thing happened, I was communicating with Mefo one-on-one. I could remember the panel of inquiry. My own executive here sent me personally, since you can reach him, call him, then we'll schedule a meeting for us, which I did, and some other people have done. And right now, what Mefo could have done is to come. The worst thing he have done, he went to open up a radio. And the worst thing Mefo did, he came on air and calling our leader a liar. What kind of insubordination you will call that? Mefo have done more than what everybody expected of him to have done. Mefo have gone extremely too far. And when you see the reaction coming out from our members right now, you should not blame anybody, Mazi. You should not blame anybody. Let's call a spade a spade. People must react. And when something happens, you should not expect for people to keep quiet. We must react. What is happening now? Let me tell you. What is happening now between Mefo case is not going to be 1/10 of what we went through 2015, 2016 when our leader was initially arrested. So this thing is just what is nothing, and the wave will soon wipe out. Let him go and ask those that open Radio International today, Iran and the co-hosts. Where are they today? Is Radio International still existing? So you remember opening Radio Human Rights or nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense. Our people have been killed every day, slaughtering. Mefo could not do and know what he's supposed to do. Even a woman who is 63 years old, you had when that Reverend Father was narrating how the woman cried. These people, even the Reverend Father spoke on Radio Biafra, is more advanced in age or anything more than Mefo. 60 something. These people they are just like you. You guys are our veterans. You guys saw the war. You people, suffered a lot of things during the war. Somebody that is up to 10 years, up to 12 years during the war, because according to the age, when the war broke off in 1967, you know that they are above 10 years when your war broke out. And they begged Mefo to stop doing this, to don't do this. Mefo could not even listen to him, to not listen to that cry, could not listen to them. Suspending your broadcast. Mefo could not do it. Mefo now went on air. And when some people discovered and told him, do you know that this thing is going out on air? And now they cut it off. I was listening everything that happened. Immediately they entered. Just like your own experience too, when you were narrating on Sunday. That you were about taking, and your wife told you was about to take shower, or you have a place you wanted to go, and then your internet could not. Then you continue listening, but you couldn't even join them initially as they invited you officially. So now, Mazi, sorry, I'm taking much of our time. Our people do not know, and we should not stop them not to react. After this reaction, everything will IPOB normal. That is nature. And no human being will think that he will bring IPOB down.
Thank you.
Never. Nobody on earth. Because the foundation of IPOB is built by solid rock. And nothing will break it. We fight monsters. We bring, if it is our neighbor, let me quote our leader. We fight a nation and brought Nigeria to its knee. Who dare ordinary human being will come and claim and to say, even as it stands, our leader, which I know, that he is not going to deviate or mess up talking about this. What he's saying today, he will not say it again regarding the restoration of Biafra. He will not do that. But this way this song have reached, have gone past even our leader, which he always say on Radio Biafra. So our people must react, and whomever that backslide right now or step aside should move on. Other people should march forward. We are the war front. Our focus is to restore Biafra and to fight everything that will stand against the restoration of our sovereign state of Biafra.
Thank you.
That is our focus. So somebody coming in here to sign on Mefo, saying you cannot obey the simple structure, command and control. Mefo have been there, following something. I have never fight like this before. But what made me to go mad, even when this thing broke up 2 weeks ago, when they started this thing, I know since last year, early this year, when the whole thing was going on.
Thank you.
But
Let's go. Time
but what made it is that for Jefo not to listen to somebody that cried to them, and then he went ahead and broadcasted what he did. Before is more than a Lucifer. This is what I can say. Thank you, Mazi.
There will. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra, USA 2. You see, I opened a can of kanga worm. That's the way I look at it. You see, my take in this whole thing is when, let me be honest with you. I use my phrase, na me alone wakako, and na me alone wakadego. I know people are very emotional, talk about this, but you know something, I always believe that the power in silence is greater than anything you can imagine. When we come and talk about things that we see on Facebook trending around, I see these things, but they're not my take. I don't even know. The joy of it is that somebody does this thing to make sure that you go to his page and you fall for it. You advertise. Publicity is publicity, regardless whether it is positive or negative. It does not really matter. What I think about is something that I think it's worth doing. If I am briefed, my opinion, whatever I say outside this broadcast to somebody one-on-one on conversation is not important. That is what I am saying. But when I come here representing IPOB, the people of Biafra, speaking out for them, not that representing them, I have to understand that whatever I say will be taken farther than you can imagine. I can be angry, but you know what? I do not allow my emotions to take care of the whole thing. I should be briefed. If I am briefed, believe me, you will know. The coordinator that called, yes, I respect your office, absolutely, completely, because you didn't put yourself there. But you see, your office doesn't include for you giving me instruction directly. That is the point. There's still a legacy. You have to climb to those people, and those people will talk to me. When they talk to me, believe me, I'll listen. You wouldn't even need to get... I know we are all angry. Everybody's upset. I am upset too. But you know something? My personal opinion does not matter in this issue. You can call in. People that call in can say whatever they want to say. But when you deviate from normally when you go to broadcasting stations, they always tell you the opinion expressed here is not necessarily the opinion of the people. You pay, you come and make an advertisement, fine. You are calling in. When you say something, fine. I know the emotions, I know it's very high. It's very insulting. Everybody feel humiliated. But you know something? For those of us who are officially broadcasting, we have to be very cautious. If I want to tell you something, I will say it the way it is. That's why they sent me a memo and I read the memo in its entirety. I wasn't going to answer any question on that memo because I wasn't going to change anything. Everything is there already for you to hear. The Reverend Father came in here, said he was mandated by a committee to look into this case, and he told us what he saw in what exactly that transpired. For you to ask me a question about what the Reverend Father said, you are not being fair to me because I didn't say it, the Father said it. And when he was saying it, people could have, that the thing played. Coming to the radio, opening a radio station, that is piece of cake. Opening a radio station will not take me, believe me, it will take me 1 week. I'll be able to set up a radio station. It doesn't matter. What matters is what are you saying in the station? What is the radio station for? If you drag the interest of people by saying something that they want, they resonate. Nnamdi Kanu, how did he get us? Radio. He was talking on the radio. I never met him. 2-3 years along the line, I never even saw him. All I listened to was his voice. So the radio can make you, the radio can break you. That's as simple as that. Open a radio, let people listen to it. Oh yes, Irwanya, they all came out with Radio Biafra International. First of all, your reason for coming is that you want to challenge what we are doing. That's what killed you. If they had come up with Radio Biafra International and they're still talking Biafra, somebody will still listen and say, let me pick 1 or 2 things. People like me, I'm telling you, if you put a radio and you are saying something that there's the same thing that we are saying, why can't I record you and play you on my program? Of course I will. I'm not after you as a personality. I'm coming after what you're saying. What you're saying, if it means something that has to do with what we are doing, so it doesn't matter how many radios they open. They can open it and keep talking and talking and talking. They about the radio, what you say. What you say. I will always take an example. I will always cite an example. I know a church, an evangelist somewhere, that this man is so criticized by the whole world. Eventually, he never responded to anybody because I never saw him respond. But his community is growing and growing and growing. That is exactly what it is. Radio, no radio, it doesn't matter. There can be 10 million of them. Long as you are saying what we want to hear, you want to bring us Biafra, please say it. The moment you want to derail from what we are doing to get Biafra, you lose your listeners. Nobody's going to come to you and waste your time. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Hopefully I'll be here again tomorrow with you. And from me, it's goodbye. All the lines are closed. I can't take any more calls. You know, I've already stayed past my time because I opened a can of warm and everybody wants to talk. But tomorrow is another day. But stay tuned, don't go away because Mazi Alozie is here waiting diligently to take the podium. From me to you, it's goodbye from here. All right, tomorrow, like I promised you, I'll be with you again, God's willing, by His grace, because I need Baruchi. Baruchi is that tomorrow we might be here again together to take care of our issues and concerns us. Biafra is our goal. Biafra is our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. From me to you, it's goodbye from here. Biafra is our goal. Biafra is our religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. From me to you, it's goodbye from here. Father, good morning. Are you there?
Good morning, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very, very much for having me.
Very well.
And my special regards to all the Biafrans, especially IPOB members all over the world. My name is Reverend Father Augustine Odinmegwa. Father Odinmegwa is from Orauku in Idemili, Biafra land. I live here in New Jersey, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the best of my capabilities. Once again, good morning, everyone. Of course, depending on your location around the world. I have been mandated by a committee which I headed, or I continue to head, that was looking into the issue between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Uchemefo until last Sunday, when we had a Zoom meeting that put a lot of people off. And so the committee has requested me to let our people know that somebody somewhere was